Good morning. Today is Monday. And it is extremely muggy here today. It is overcast with just very little sun every once in a while peeking in, but it is thick out there. Walk out there, you walk just around for maybe 10 minutes and you are sweating. Yeah, the air must really be full of moisture because there's no evaporation going on out there. Anyways, I hope that you will want to join me for today, and I will talk to you in just a little while. Well, seeing how hot it is outside, I thought maybe you would like to know the recipe for a wonderful spritzer that you can put on your face and just kind of refresh when it's really warm. Just kind of make you feel a little better, right? And I got this particular recipe from wellnessmama.com, and I had to do a little bit of investigating to see myself because I was questioning why it has the ingredients in it. It does. Because what it takes is a cup of distilled water, or you can boil your water, and a tablespoon of Himalayan pink salt or sea salt, and a pinch of Epsom salt, or if you happen to have magnesium flakes, that would work also, and some essential oils. And I was thinking, salt? But after looking things up and doing a little bit of online investigating, you know what? That's probably why we soak in the stuff, because it is good for our bodies. We're not talking about white table salt. We're talking about the Himalayan pink salt that has all of the minerals still in it. That's why it's not white, because it hasn't been taken out and bleached. So it's very simple. All we're going to do is get ourselves a cup of our water that we have boiled previously, or if you are using distilled water, then warm it up a little bit. So I'm going to get my water and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my 1 cup of boiled water that I have put actually in a larger measure cup because 2 cup measures being used for fruit right now. So we're going to use the 4 cup measure. That's why it looks like there's hardly any water, but there's 1 cup in there. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to add our salt. So I'm going to take a whole tablespoon of my Himalayan salt, which it barely fits into. There we go. And just a pinch of the Epsom salt. And we are just going to stir this up so that it melts. And we just stir this until it is completely dissolved. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to add in our essential oil. Now, on the website that I got this from, the wellnessmama.com, she suggested lavender or peppermint. I think peppermint would be nice, but I also think it's very strong. So I personally did not want to use it. I think lavender is beautiful, but lavender can also has qualities in it to relax and to just be able to wind down. And I thought, well, I don't think that I need that. And lavender, for me, I tend to use that on spritz it on my sheets because it helps you fall asleep. So I didn't want to use lavender. Sorry, I'm getting gabby. So what I chose was cypress. For one, it smells unbelievable. But this has qualities in it that I just thought would be really nice. And this actually has antiseptic properties in it. It's supposed to help improve your circulation. It's an antioxidant. It discourages fluid retention. It improves your respiration. And I mean, it's good for somebody that has diabetes. It has for circulatory disorders. So I just thought, you know what? This even eases the sense of loss and is supposed to provide a sense of security. Well, I just actually like the way it smells. And I like the idea of it having the discouraging of fluid retention and improving circulation and respiration, let alone the antiseptic qualities to it. So that's why I chose it. Now, I can still kind of feel some grittiness at the bottom, so I'm just going to stir this up just a little bit more. Now, you will need a spritz bottle. I am going to put, because this is not 1 cup, obviously, I'm going to put my water into here, and then I will add my essential oils into here. There. So she said to add 3 drops for the 1 cup. So what I'm going to do is just add 1 drop into this. Then we'll just put on our spray top, give it a little shake. And there it is. Oh, that smells wonderful. It's very, very subtle. But yeah, you'd have to take off your glasses if you're going to do it. And definitely close your eyes. But it's just a light mist. And it is very refreshing. Anyways, hopefully you will be able to make this up, take it with you, especially if you're going off to a family picnic and you're going to be out in the heat tomorrow, well, which would be the day you're watching this, because I'm a day behind. So, yeah. And if you put it in the refrigerator, it'll cool it down and you'll really feel refreshed. So then you can stick it in your cooler when you go on your picnic. Anyways, talk to you in a little bit. I just wanted to show you the tomato plant. Well, that's just one of them. But look at how tall that is. It's not quite as tall as me, like I said yesterday, but it does come up to my shoulders. When you see this, it will be July 4th. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of this day. You know, my father, he fought in World War II. He left college to fight for his country. My father, like so many other, have given their best, and some gave their very lives to help keep us free. And as United States citizens, we celebrate these freedoms on Independence Day. But let's remember the cost that has been paid to purchase freedom, not just for a nation, but for all people. There was a war for all the human race in which freedom for all people was purchased. This freedom was purchased at a great cost as well. The symbol of that cost, it's not on a hillside with white crosses, and it's not at the tomb of the unknown soldier or at any other memorial. As precious as these symbols are, they do not compare to the symbol of the empty tomb. This symbol transcends ethnic and national boundaries. The empty tomb is the symbol of the cost of true freedom for all people. The cost of Jesus leaving the security and power of heaven and becoming earthbound and mortal, as we are told in Philippians chapter 2, verses 5 to 11. It is the symbol of humiliation of crucifixion before a scornful mob. It is the symbol of an agonizing death on the cross when he had power to prevent it. It is the symbol of 3 days in the ground. Jesus literally lay his body down. You see, the empty tomb is the sign of ultimate freedom. It is the reminder that we no longer have to fear death. All of our mortal fears are conquered, as the Apostle Paul said in 1 Corinthians 15, verses 54 and 55. "O death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting?" And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. So as we celebrate this Independence Day, let us remember to stop and thank God for those who have paid the price for our freedom. But even more important, let's remember to thank God for Jesus, who has set us free from the penalty for sin because he was willing to pay the price. God bless, stay safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.